This the place where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried some things we can't change. This where I'm from.
Hello, my name is Roy Dorantes, and I'm an Imperial Valley award-winning filmmaker and journalist. And this is Echo TV. Let me ask you a question. Would you like to live in a safer, cleaner, and healthier environment? And would you like your friends and your loved ones to live in a healthier environment? And maybe you're doing something about it. Maybe you're voicing your concerns. Maybe you're doing things in little ways to make it a cleaner and healthier place. In that case, our production team wants to put the spotlight on people like you who are doing something positive for the environment, for the place we all live in. Because we need more people like you who want to make this a safer, cleaner, and healthier place to live in. This is Echo TV.
Please join us for Echo TV this Sunday on CBS 13. Artists and community on both sides of the border come together in support of the environment. With news, events, concerns, comments, environmental laws and regulations, and the latest on the upcoming Salton Sea Film Festival. Echo TV is community inspired and driven. Join us this Sunday, 5 p.m. on CBS 13.
What I'm showing you, this isn't an issue that we can just keep coasting through.
Today we present to you a mixed group of people from both sides of the border who are concerned about the environment and are doing something positive about it. KC is a musical rapper from Imperial Valley. Recently, he won first place in the Salton Sea Film Festival for Best Music Video. He says being part of the festival taught him a lot about the environment and possibly influenced his career choices.
So, my name is Tony Romero. My stage name is KC. As far as an artist goes, you know, I take the things that I see, the things that I experience, and I try to interpret them musically, you know, and in terms of this project that I was able to enter into the film festival, gave me an opportunity to see certain things that I didn't necessarily put my attention to prior to it. Winning the first place was definitely a bit of more of a wake-up call than working on the project itself. It allowed me to see that there are people that are actually, some people weren't aware of the level of concern that the Salton Sea brings, not just to the Imperial Valley community, but to the surrounding communities. And there were actually people that didn't know, and there was a lot of people that have been wanting to hear more about it. They had been wanting to see something like the film festival that was built around the Salton Sea. So looking back at it, it was a blessing to win, but it was more of a blessing to spread the message and to raise that awareness. I was actually invited to participate. I was not aware that the Salton Sea Film Festival was taking place. So I was invited to participate by the coordinator, and I wasn't very eager to participate because I was also made aware that it was I had 2 days to make it all happen. And I remember being told, like, you don't have to go all out, but if I'm gonna make something happen, I wanna try to get it done as proper as possible. So I didn't want to just go halfway into it. I wanted to, if I was going to write a song, I was going to go as far into it as I could. And I remember being hesitant because I didn't have video equipment. I didn't have a studio set up. I didn't even have a song. So I remember thinking to myself and telling the coordinator, you know, if I can come up with something tonight or tomorrow night as far as a song and the mainframe for a song, then I'll do it. And sure enough, that same night I came up with the hook, and that same night I was able to borrow some equipment, and the next day I was able to book a studio. I went to the studio, I recorded it, and the day after, or the day that it was actually due, I was able to go to the Salton Sea. I was able to go to Bombay Beach and get some footage of the art that you see there, but not just the art, but also the effects that this drying up of the Salton Sea has been taking on the life around it. So it was a very big adventure, from the writing process to the recording process, from the writing process to the recording of the song to the recording of the video, and then down to the editing, which everything was done in 2 days. And it was a big adventure, but it was exciting, it was fun, and it was definitely an honor to bring that awareness and to even learn as I was doing it, because there were things that I wasn't aware of, and things that maybe I had put in the back of my mind, that being part of this project brought those things back to the light that it needed to be in. My most important goal and my biggest concern is to find a way to communicate with people, and to find a way to relate to them with my own personal stories, and show them a little bit more of who I am, and maybe bring some awareness to topics that other people aren't bringing awareness to. So as far as anything that's coming in the future, just expect a little deeper connection with whoever's out there listening.
Yeah. That's where it's at. Let's get it. It's the place where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. This the place where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. This where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. From California in the valley, this is all for me. From the oceans down to the rivers to the Salton Sea. The air we breathe is something that we can't spare. These things I've been seeing lately have me real scared. From pollution in the media to pollution in the air, we can no longer breathe it and pretend it ain't there. It ain't fair, we can't play. This the place we at. There's no way we can let it decay and fade to black. But raised in a place where you get to learn what madness is. You can't allow yourself to get shocked into paralysis. Toxicity in the air, but they don't tell you. It's easy to wish you well when they don't help you. We got so much to lose for being regular folk. This what they keep from the news. This is what they don't show. They expect us to drop everything and let it all go. But this our life, this is all that we know. This the place where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. This where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. In a land full of citizens that can't change the cities or the counties that they're living in, led by leaders that are blinded and visionless. I hope you're getting what the picture is. Sit back and picture it. All I can do is paint it verbally. We've been real patient for far too long, but we can no longer take it. Accept the terms and be complacent. We need changes put in place today if we expect to make it. Can I get a witness or someone that's willing to fix it? What do we plan to leave behind for our children's children? There's a future that we need to look forward to. We're looking at each other like, what are we supposed to do? What do you see when I show you what I'm showing you? This isn't an issue that we can just keep coasting through. We can't drop everything and let it all go. Yo, this our life, this is all that we know. This the place where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. This where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. This the place where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change. This where I'm from. These are the things that I see. This the place where I live, so this place is me. It's in my blood, running through my veins night and day. Even if I tried, some things we can't change.
The Viva Mays Civic Engagement Arts Project is busy countywide encouraging people to become more involved in the leadership of their community through voting. They do it by uniting local artists and making civic engagement fun and dynamic. Recently, Viva was at the Cesar Chavez celebration in Brawley. Over 100 kids enjoyed the Viva Mays arts activities, such as face painting, rock gardens, poster painting, coloring, quilt block puzzles, and they voted for their favorite cosplayer. All the activities had the theme of civic engagement to teach kids and their families the importance of voting. Civic engagement is important because through voting, people can choose leadership that is friendly to the environment. Viva Mays is a project by the nonprofit Los Amigos de la Comunidad, funded by a Far South Border North grant. Now we're going across the border to Mexicali, Baja California, where two of our friends, Wendy and Dalia, are going to talk to a local martial arts boxer to find out his concerns for the environment. Our friends, Wendy and Dalia, visited the Ground and Pound Gym in Mexicali.
Hola, mi nombre es Wendy, mi compañera es Dalia y nos encontramos aquí en el gimnasio Ground and Pound.
They were there to talk with martial arts boxer and trainer Daniel Leiva about the environment.
Y le realizaremos algunas preguntas sobre el medio ambiente. Acompáñenos.
Pues esta carrera ya tiene más de 10 años.
This project of mine has been going on for over 10 years. Many of us here were professional fighters following this career. Some of these fighters have been with us for a long time. And we also have young fighters training to go professional as martial artists or boxers. I remember when I was a kid, I used to play with other kids on the block, with my cousins. We used to climb and play in the trees, but now there are only a few trees. I think if we cared more about the environment and cared for it really, we could do more for it. I think we still have time to do it and to do something for this planet. I have my family, I have a son, and I have always tried to teach him respect for the environment because I will be leaving this planet for my son.
En nuestro hogar cortamos fechas.
Pues bueno, este fue el segmento del día de hoy. Nos encantó platicar con Daniel y ver cómo con sus diversas actividades.
This was our segment today. We enjoyed talking with Daniel and finding out how he promotes respect for the environment. We invite you to follow us on social media and to visit our website.
www.ecotv.live. Nos vemos.
Veterans at a recent event shared how the environment played a role in their service to our country.
Bugler, play taps.
Firing position! Move! Ready! Hey! Fire! Hey! Fire! Hey! Fire! Recover! Go! Present! Hold!
The one thing I could say about showing respect to our environment is requiring large chemical companies to prove that their chemicals aren't bad for the environment and aren't bad for humans before, not after. Chemical got away with Agent Orange, and it's a disaster for our veterans that crawled around in that stuff in Vietnam and Cambodia. Many of us have Agent Orange related issues. For example, any Vietnam veteran that gets diabetes automatically is presumptive Vietnam Agent Orange. Agent Orange was everywhere. It was dangerous. Many veterans had their DNA somehow impacted by the Agent Orange, and as a result, we have many children of Vietnam veterans that suffer multiple maladies.
As a city, we are also making our efforts and following the laws that have been they have been developed by the state of California to help preserve our environment.
The third edition of the Salton Sea Film Festival is coming up this November, and we would like you and everybody to be part of it. We encourage you to use your cell phone or a camera to record a short video, 3 to 5 minutes long, on the environment. It can be on the Salton Sea, on air quality in your community, on water quality, on ground quality. It can be about trees or anything related to the environment around you. It can be in the form of a short story, a documentary, a dance, a song, or a skit. Really anything you want it to be. It's your voice. Make that video with the tools that you have in your hand. Upload it to your online platform such as YouTube or Vimeo and send us the link. There are 7 categories in our festival: junior high school, Adult, that's anyone 18 years of age and over. Music video, popular vote. Snowbird, that would be anyone residing outside of Imperial County in the U.S. And now we have the Baja category for residents of Baja in Mexico. Those videos can be in Spanish with subtitles. We have a panel of festival judges from both sides of the border who will be looking for this criteria: content, visual quality, sound quality, structure, and creativity. The top 3 winners in each of the 7 categories will receive trophies and recognition on regional media. Your short film will also be presented on a special television program and, of course, on the Salton Sea Film Festival in November. Imperial Valley award-winning artist Elizabeth M. Ibarra says, all of us can have a positive impact on the environment as she works on a painting of the Salton Sea.
I'm Elizabeth M. Ibarra. I'm originally from Massachusetts. However, I've spent the greater part of over a decade here in the Imperial Valley with my beloved husband and our now 6-year-old little boy. I am an award-winning acrylic painter, an artisan jewelry designer, and an art instructor. I've been working with adults and children, teaching them how to create amazing artwork for over a decade. It's something I love to do. I'm also very interested in natural healing, organic eating, cooking, and being aware of our impact on the environment. I think it's very important. The earth is our mother, so to speak, Mother Earth, and I feel like we need to do what we can to play our part to take care of her, to give back and not to just take. So one of the ways I find in my life from my experience and the things I've done in the past, the way I was raised, is looking at how to use natural food products and to eat organic produce and naturally derived foods as a way of life, but it's also a really important, beautiful way to protect the environment. Organic farming and growing is really important. And in the past, my parents owned a beautiful, historic farm home in Western North Carolina with an organic farm. And I had the privilege of helping them work on that house and to farm there. And when my husband and I first got married, that was where we lived. So we both had the experience of organic farm life and experiencing what that's like and how companion planting and your beneficial bugs actually help the process and what to look for to naturally remove pests instead of working with pesticides. So for me, that's a huge part of my life, and I carry that into this as much as I can now without the direct access to an organic farm out my back door. So it's something that I feel is very important. And I think climate-wise here where we live in the Imperial Valley, it's even more important that we focus on our environment, cleaning up the air, cleaning up the water sources, the Salton Sea, restoring it. So there's a lot to it that I find is important to me and to my family and all of us here in the Imperial Valley. For one thing, we're about to come upon our hot season. As we do that, it's wonderful to look at our electric consumption. How can we slightly raise our temperature during the day to not run the air conditioning quite so hard all the time? Check our water sprinklers, make sure there are no leaks at our hoses. Or any of the spigots outside our homes as well as inside. And then if you're able to, and on a budget, some of us are these days with inflation and everything making an impact, but there are wonderful places where you can buy organic produce as a wonderful option to help healthfully feed your families and also then contribute to those farmers continuing to be able to thrive and help the balance of our ecosystem for our production farming, which is so important. It's very important that we remember we are in this together as a group of people, not as an individual, and not giving all the responsibility to the powers that be to make change happen. We have the opportunity as a community, especially here in Imperial Valley and in the county in general, to make a difference, to help get legislation passed by saying what's needed and being vocal about it, and taking a moment of our time to make sure we're doing what we can to help improve the environment around us. We're a family, we're a community here on this beautiful Mother Earth, and we need to do our part to protect her.
Imperial Valley retired attorney Don Scoville will be making a monthly review of environmental laws and regulations, which could save you from paying thousands of dollars in fines.
It looks like that some people, various people, have come here and stopped and thrown their tire out. It looks like some tires are thrown like maybe 3 or 4 at a time because they're gathered together. There are different piles of tires, but all together they add up to about 15, 16. It's quite clear that they have been thrown from the car the way they are, and it's further clear that it was not just all done at one time. It was done at various times. Some people may have thrown away 1 tire, 2 tires, 3 tires, but they clearly have been swung out of the car. Penal Code Section 374 of the California law is the code section that governs littering on the street, and is a fine up to $3,000. Now, the code section happens to be an infraction, so therefore you can't go to jail for littering, but I don't think you want to pay $3,000 for putting a tire on the side of the road. But the environmental code there are many environmental codes governing different aspects of disposing of tires, and depending how many you dispose and where you dispose them, the fines could be up to $5,000 or more, and it could include jail time.
We want to thank all of you who are concerned about the environment, and those of you who are doing something positive about it, maybe through art, maybe through your work, or maybe just in your everyday life. You are heroes in our community. We want to invite all of you who are watching this program to be concerned about the place where we all live in, to be concerned and to do something positive about it, even if it's in little ways or in big ways. And we would like for you to contact us, sending us an email and letting us know your concerns and letting us know what it is that you are doing for our community. We want to know who you are, and we want to highlight your efforts. Please be part of Echo TV. Please be one of our friends at Echo TV. Let's raise our voices together in a positive way through art, through everyday living, through small and great ways. Together, by raising our voices in a positive way, we can make a difference. This is Roy Dorantes at Echo TV.